But we'll let the boss do that.
And adapting to the community. Coming from California, the Bay Area, it's definitely a slower paced here, which is great for us. And we're just trying to fit into the Arizonian way, right?
What is up, everybody? Thank you so much for tuning in to Living in Arizona with Ben the Realtor. It is finally here as we have reached closing day, and the new construction home and Harvest at Queen Creek for my clients, the Parkers, is finally complete. This is the last episode. You guys aren't going to want to miss the interview and the tour. Stay tuned. All right, you guys, welcome back to my channel. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and hit that bell so you get notified every time I drop a new video. You are watching Living in Arizona with Ben the Realtor. My name is Ben Kensington. I am a licensed realtor in the state of Arizona with eXp Realty and Kensington Properties. All right, we are on the final episode, part 8 of 8. The 7 previous videos were talking about my client's journey from buying a new construction home in Queen Creek, Arizona. All right, all the way from the dirt lot to the finished product. We are now at the finished product. It is closing day, and we are going to do a recap as well from beginning to end, from how we got here in the beginning and how we closed the entire process. I'm going to be completely transparent and let you know what it's like buying a new construction home in Arizona, especially in the Phoenix metro area. Queen Creek is located in the Southeast Valley. All right, you guys, if you want to watch the process from beginning to end, I'll put the links in the description of the video as well, so you guys can watch it from episode 1 all the way till now, episode 8. But let's do a recap on my clients, the Parkers, who came all the way from sunny California. So the first thing, my clients wanted to get a rental home, which they did in North Peoria, Arizona. They sold their home cash. They were outright owners, and they were ready to move to Arizona, relocate, and find the perfect home for them to retire in. They wanted a semi-custom build where they could have a lot of input on the type of home that they were going to retire in. So we started off in the West Valley, from Goodyear, Avondale, up in the north to Glendale, Surprise, Peoria, all the way in the East Valley to Gilbert, Chandler, down to Maricopa as well, and Queen Creek. And let's just talk a little bit about how they found me and how we met. So my clients found me by watching this video that you see here that I did with another YouTuber, giving a tour of Queen Creek, Arizona, and also looking at homes within this area. Queen Creek, Arizona is one of these booming towns with lots of new development, being an older farm community to kind of getting rid of all the farm and agriculture and making it a booming up and coming city. It was rated as one of the best suburbs in America. I live in this area as well, so I had a lot of familiarity with it, and I've done a lot of videos already within this community called Harvest at Queen Creek, which is about 400 acres with new development with many builders that we'll go into as well. All right, so Queen Creek, it's a safe place. It's very family oriented. You have lots of shopping, dining, and retail, and they were very attracted to the area as far as retirement was concerned. They were looking for a semi-custom build. They wanted to have a lot of input on the type of home that they were going to be retiring in, and they were looking for particularly new construction. Like I said, we looked all over the West Valley. We even went down to Maricopa and got under contract, but got out of that contract once the home that they wanted and loved became available. You guys can watch all of those videos as I put the links in the description for you guys as well. All right. So like I said, they saw me on YouTube. We met up in the summer of 2021. We looked at a new development. They decided to hire me as their realtor and go forward to help them with the process of relocating to Queen Creek, Arizona, is what they ended up narrowing it down to after we searched and got on many waiting lists. We got into lotteries as well and ended up getting the perfect home for them. All right, so they ended up settling on Harvest at Queen Creek, and they went with Pulte Homes. You have many builders within this community: David Weekly Homes, Beezer Homes, Lancy Homes. You have Lennar Homes, Richmond American, and Gihan Homes. All right, so the community they chose has a spacious community center, event spaces, resort style swimming pool, junior Olympic size lap pool, splash pad, community lake, agriculturally themed playscape, outdoor pavilion, additional neighborhood satellite parks, interconnecting trails, pedestrian and bike path links, open green spaces, perfect for games, events, and leisure. You have Schnepf Farms right there across the street, the Olive Mill across the street. You have downtown Queen Creek, Santan Mountain Regional Park, and you also have Banner Ironwood Medical Center. All right, because Queen Creek is a booming, up and coming suburb within the southeast Phoenix Metro Valley. All right, so they ended up going with the Harvest Cactus series, Pulte Homes Prado. You guys can check out the link in the description for the model tour that we did. So the model is going to be a little different from the actual build that they have because they did a semi-custom build, right? They made it their own. It's a 5-bedroom, 3-bath, 2,821 square foot home. It has a game room, has a loft, also has an office downstairs, and they are going to have Shasta Pool Company come after the home is complete to put in a swimming pool, and we'll do a post tour of the house once they have put the finishing touches on it and made the home their own. But it's a beautiful house, guys. It's a beautiful neighborhood. I'll put all the links in the description, as you guys can see previous videos that I have done with Lancy Homes, driving around the community, checking out the park, checking out the amenities. Like I said, right across the street from Schnepf Farms. If you guys go check out my other channel, Ben Travels TV, I did a video on Schnepf Farms where we take our kids all the time. Also the Olive Mill, I've done plenty of videos on the Olive Mill as well, right across the street, guys. So you have Schnepf Farms Elementary School, you're in the Queen Creek School Unified School District, and there's much more to come for this neighborhood. All right, and as you guys can see, we started from the dirt, right? Starting from scratch. I showed you guys the process of purchasing a new construction home in Arizona, what it looks like. So from the dirt lot, all right, all the way to the slab and the concrete foundation, to the framing, into the insulation, the drywall, the roofing, the windows, everything all wrapped in together, what it was like buying a new construction home in Arizona. All right, and I want to be 100% transparent with you guys about the process. All right, so we went under contract in April of 2022, and we didn't close until August 7th of 2023. All right, so pretty much 16 months, guys. Sometimes the builders, they give you guys a time frame, a build time, 6 to 8 months. I would say add 3-4 months on top of that, right? To be realistic. We were told 8 to 10 months. It took 16 months, guys. So they stayed in their rental home a lot longer than they expected. And as you guys know, interest rates shot through the roof within that year. When we went under contract, interest rates were just around 3.5% to 4.5%, and now they've gone up to as high as 7%. As you can see, these are some of the things you have to prepare for when you purchase a new home. They had to be really disciplined, right, as far as spending, keeping their funds in their bank account, not unpacking all their things, keeping most of their stuff packed because they came all the way from the Bay Area, California, anticipating staying in a rental longer than you wanted to. So a lot of headaches, right? And with Pulte Homes, they didn't build the homes as far as in unison, as far as when each lot went under contract. They just built the entire neighborhood. So it just took much longer. We had a construction manager, as you guys saw in the very beginning. He ended up leaving the company. So we had to get a new construction manager. There was a lack of communication along the lines as well. I had to really stay under them. I had to reach out to many different channels to get this project complete. We had to delay closing. We should have closed in July, but we ended up closing in August. So these are some of the headaches that you are going to run into. We thought actually we were going to close in May or June, but then it was delayed again and delayed again. And you would see that it's just the framing there. Then we get to the drywall. So those are some of the things you got to prepare for. There are going to be some serious headaches, and you're definitely not going to like the process when you're doing a semi-custom build home. But we got to the finish line. They got a finished product, and I had them get an inspector to inspect the home to get the things fixed that you would never saw if you didn't have an inspector. All right, you guys, what you see here is the final walkthrough for my clients. We had a new construction manager step in, and I would have to say he did a phenomenal job of kind of cleaning up and picking up the pieces from the previous construction manager who did step down. Unfortunately, things like this happen, guys. These are things you have to anticipate, things that you have to sometimes worry about when it comes to buying a new construction home. But the good thing is my clients did hire an inspector to come inspect the home, and they fixed everything that the inspector pointed out. Now it's time for closing day.
Closing day, guys. Hey, congrats.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah, congrats. I got the text too from Ty. She was like, yeah, it's ready to go. You guys got, okay.
He's in there.
Like, adjust something, and then my key will no longer work. It's crazy, but we'll let the boss do that.
Yes, he knows who the boss is.
It's the same way in my house too. Whether I like it or not, I'm not in charge. Okay, so right now, and I'll just do this for security. So this is the builder key. It works, but once you put your key in, so like lock it and then kind of wiggle it. Perfect. For whatever reason, no, mine doesn't work. So yeah, and then these should be keyed out in the service door right there. The service door and this, it's already keyed out. And we'll test these. It's good to go. So you got two. And I think you can buy more if you want.
No.
Like, no.
2 people live here, no. Yes, don't need one.
Yeah. Sure.
All right, you guys, I'm with my clients, the Parkers, and I'm going to introduce you guys to them. I've been talking about them for about 5, 6, 7 plus videos. Here they are right here, all the way from California. You guys just tell me a little bit about yourselves, how long you guys have been out here in Arizona, and they just purchased their new construction home through Pulte Homes, and they signed this week, and they just got the keys.
All right, we've been here a little bit under 2 years. Again, came here for retirement, the Build Our Forever home. It's been a long process, 16 months in counting. Well, today it was 16 and a half months getting the keys before we got to this process, and we happy.
Yep, very happy. Not happy with the process. It took a little longer than expected, but we are now pleased with the house. It looks nice. Still got little minor things to do, but overall, we're happy.
Yeah, it's been what, 16 months?
16.
I think, yeah, 16 months from all the way from start to finish. So they already put the foundation. Then we did the foundation to the framing to the drywall to completion. But yeah, it has been a long time coming. And they were renting in Peoria the last, what, pretty much the whole, yeah, a little before that though. You guys came in the fall of 2022.
Yeah.
Yeah,
November 2022.
Yeah, November 2022 they've been here. So almost gosh, yeah, that is
almost 2 years.
Yeah, almost 2 years now. So they've been waiting patiently. They finally got here. They're at harvest at Queen Creek. Now, what are you guys looking forward to? I would say being in Queen Creek, are you guys going to do some more exploration around the state? Being retired here, you guys have big plans for the house. What are some of the upgrades too that you guys want to do while you're retired here?
Well, we definitely want to look to see what's in this area. A lot of things that we haven't seen, but we've been going around lately looking to see what's in the area, the parks, probably do a little hiking, not much, but a little hiking just to see what's in the area. Once we get the pool in, this will be pretty much our staycation. So we'll have a lot of family and friends coming to visit. So we'll make sure we're available for them, but also going back to the Grand Canyon and just seeing what's around so we can keep venturing out.
Yeah, for me, it's more about just fitting into the community and adapting to the community. Coming from California, the Bay Area, it's definitely a slower paced here, which is great for us. And we're just trying to fit into the Arizonian way, right? Restaurants and things of that nature, and just have a good time.
Yeah, and it's like Calizona now. It basically is. It's so many people from here, like you barely even meet people who are like born and raised in Phoenix. A handful every now and then, but not too many. So I'm definitely gonna come back, and they're gonna give us the tour once they have everything done. What were some of the upgrades you guys were doing to the home?
We had a wine cellar getting built, which will start this month in 2 weeks.
Probably the end of the month.
End of the month, they come in to put up the cellar, the glass doors and everything. Also have the game room was turned into a theater, which that process is going to start tomorrow for us, the painting, the risers and the upgrades on that aspect. And then on the 28th, I want to say is they coming in to install all the smart technology in the home.
Okay, perfect. And I'm welcome back, right?
Of course.
Yes, you have a room.
Yeah, because they have a guest room with a full bath downstairs here too with the master. So yeah, definitely, for sure. And I'm gonna bring my kids to the pool too. So yeah, definitely, it was a pleasure. Thank you guys for giving me the opportunity to work with you guys from start to finish. Relocating, I know that's tough. It can get expensive. The waiting, all that stuff from start to finish. I mean, you guys have been great, and it was a pleasure meeting you guys. You know, definitely lifelong friends, for sure. So, and I don't live too far as well. Definitely, you guys got to come stop by to my house as well. So, any last words you guys want to say about Queen Creek, the process, anything like that?
Yes. Again, Ben has been awesome. Make the journey easy. Believe it or not, I never thought you can kind of go on YouTube and find someone And this is the result of me looking at his videos on YouTube. I reached out through YouTube, and this is where we at now, almost 2 years later. We don't like to say friends. We like to say once you have a relationship with someone, they become family.
Definitely. I appreciate
So thanks,
that.
Ben. We appreciate it.
I appreciate you guys. And also Bryson back here, the construction manager. He stepped in at the last minute, and like that, everything just got taken care of real quick. So thanks a lot, Bryson. Appreciate it. Pulte Homes construction manager. All right, you guys. See you on the next one. All right, you guys, today is signing day. My clients are signing. They have Shasta Pool. As you can see, we did the final walkthrough in the video. This is blue tape for the stuff that still needs to be addressed on the home. All right, guys, let's go inside here. See where we're at. See, the door is done. Okay, so you'll see blue tape throughout that still needs to be addressed. All right, let's go ahead and do the full tour. This is the office room area. All right. See the double doors there. Let me shut the window door so you guys can get a good idea. Okay, so those are double glass doors, as you can see there. Let me see if you turn the lights on in here. All right. Yes, we have power. Let's get the lights on. Oh, they're not lighting. All right, so this is the bathroom. Still have one sliding glass door that needs to be put in. All right. The bathroom. This is the mother-in-law suite. Okay, guest bedroom with a full bath. All right. Okay, we come right here, it's the laundry area. Right, there's still some blue tape there. Okay. Let me get this light on here. Whoops. Sorry guys, don't have the lights on here. All right, there we go. We got some light in here. All right. Okay, now, this is the closet area. You guys can see full bathroom. I'm sorry, half bath. Okay. All right. Let's show the garage. Okay, this is the garage area here. All right, still some work to be done. But right here, you have the foyer. Okay, right here, it's the whole full foyer. Coming down the hallway. This is for the steps. Some of the wood flooring for the steps. And as you guys know, there's carpet has been added here. You got a deep little bunker closet. All right. See, as you guys can see, it's two different tones. When they did it, they messed up here. It should look like this, solid piece, all the way across, all the way up. As you can see the difference here, it shouldn't look like that. So they're gonna fix that here. Our kitchen range hood is getting installed. Still some little things that need to be done, like fixing this back splash here, the cracks, get some grout put in there. All right, as you guys can see from the last video, it's pretty much done. Right, you guys saw in the final walkthrough. Okay. Actually, all right, there we go. We got the lights on. I want to make sure I got all the lights on here. All right. This is absolutely beautiful. This turns on. We did that during the final walkthrough. All right. Really nice entertainment area. It's the backyard there. Okay, like I said, this is gonna have doors. It's gonna be a wine cellar area here. They're gonna have a long shelf with the wine coolers, wine racks on the walls. It's gonna be beautiful with the swimming pool out there that way, and barbecue pit built in. Okay. All right. All right. Okay. All right. This is the pantry, walk-in pantry with shelves that go high up. Okay. Right, I could step in here and walk in here. Okay, as you guys see the kitchen. Okay, almost like the model except for the high ceiling. If you guys go back on that video, let me turn the light off here. All right, let's check out the master bedroom. There's a light here in the hallway as well. And also, I didn't turn the lights on here, but we got that natural light. Right, see, recessed light in there. Turn all that off, all right. It's nice to have lights in here now. It's gonna be a ceiling fan put up there. Okay, now for the master bath. Check that out. His and her sinks, right? Got the mirror there, the recessed lighting at the top. And now for the rain. All right. Check out that rain shower. Absolutely beautiful. We can step in here. I'm sure you guys can hear my echo. Now check that out. Wow. And you can see it in the mirror as well. Okay. Beautiful, beautiful resort style. All right, this is the water room, toilet area. Private. Master closet with shelving. Go all the way around here, come all the way back. All right, and then we get the view here of the master bath. Okay. All right. Okay. Let's go ahead and turn the lights off here. All right, turn the light off here, and then. Okay, we'll come back to the backyard in a minute. Let's check out upstairs. All right, we got the lights on the side here on the steps. All right, finally, right? Steps are done. Almost complete, as you guys can see here. That one tone, beautiful. It's the loft area here, and this is that bonus room, that game room that Mr. Parker and Mr. Parker wanted.
All right, you guys, we are on the second level. We're upstairs, and this is the massive game room. This is a bonus room that my clients added on their semi-custom build. If you guys compare the model home that we saw in the first video to this home, you'll see that there is a high ceiling from the great room going straight up to the ceiling. Okay, it's a high ceiling in the great room kitchen area. This was eliminated from their style floor plan that they chose. They wanted to add this bonus game room, and in that game room they're going to have a projector style screen that goes against the wall. They're going to make it a movie theater style room with movie theater style seats as well. It's going to be beautiful with a shelf that goes all the way across the back where the screen is going to be at, from wall to wall almost. All right, so you have a loft, as you guys can see here. You also have 3 bedrooms. Okay, there's 1 full bath upstairs, 3 bedrooms, a loft, plus a game room. Okay, so downstairs you have the master with a full bath. You have a guest room, right, the mother-in-law suite with a full bath as well. You also have a office downstairs and a guest bathroom, the half bath downstairs as well. Laundry room is downstairs, and you also have your great room. You have your formal dining room, which is going to be turned into a wine cellar as well. This house is going to be absolutely beautiful, you guys. I'm going to come back and do a MTV style cribs tour of this home. All right, you guys. But like I said, purchasing a new construction home takes a lot of patience, especially if you're doing a semi-custom build. Hey, even if you're doing a custom build, right, which is where you're designing the floor plan, but in semi-custom, you're choosing from the many different styles of floor plans that the builders have to offer. So in semi-custom build, you have a lot of say, from the finishings, okay, from the cabinets to the colors, the exterior and interior. All right, so as you guys can see, it's just pretty much white. It's pretty much bland, but they are going to put their finishing touches on it, right? They want to bring in their style ceiling fans. They want to bring in their types of lighting into the home. They want to paint it the colors that they want to paint it, right? So there's going to be a lot of different things that you'll see in this home that are going to be different from the bare bones of the home. All right, the backyard, which you see has no landscaping, will have a swimming pool from Shasta Pools. There's going to be a barbecue pit built in. They're going to put a pergola, which will have like a outdoor lounge area next to the swimming pool. Okay, so there's going to be a lot added to this home, right? They're going to make it their own. They're going to put their finishing touches on the final product, on the home that they chose to retire in. This was the whole purpose of them coming from Northern California, the Bay Area, to Arizona, Southern Arizona, and the Phoenix metro area and Queen Creek. Not only on top of that, right, they have tons of amenities to enjoy within the master plan community. Like I said, it's over 400 acres. It's right next to Schnepf Farms. It's right next to the olive mill. They're building a Target right down the street. They're right around the corner from Fry's, downtown Queen Creek. There's so much in this area. This is a prime location within Queen Creek, Arizona. Good school district, right? You have Mesa close by. You have Gilbert close by. I've done tons of videos about this in this area. But anyways, guys, take a look at the pictures. These are pictures from my client after they got the keys, after we closed and celebrated. It was a long process. They are happy with the process. These are pictures of them finally moving in. They are starting to get the paint done on the walls. They're starting to put their finishing touches on. This is just a preview of what is to come. I will come back to this home and give you guys a full tour once they make it officially, right? Officially their own with their own touches after the semi-custom build. All right, you guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one. I'm out. Thinking about buying, selling, or investing in real estate? Feel free to reach out to me via phone, text, or email. See you guys next time.